Hello and welcome back to Regiments, and today we are going to continue Operation Iron Tide. In the last episode we began to overrun the enemy defensive line and have established a good foothold on their main defensive lines. We also have over 318 points of operational authority for this phase, so let's make sure we are making the most of it. First of all, I want to upgrade our HQ so that we can utilize the cluster bombs. And I also want more deployment points. I do not think we have to use any more supplies because they are still looking quite good. And instead, I want to bring all of our units back up to health. We have the deployment points for that. But before I waste all of them, let's also get the Molot task force in. We have 2 more units of T-80s. They can be very interesting for us. They can be a huge help. And now we have 11 points left. These tanks would need 10 points to upgrade. But I think it might be better to upgrade these 2 tank units because they have more veterancy and these infanterists. And with that, all of our forces are almost back to full health. And we have a lot more stuff to work with. And we now have also some more notes in the operations log. All in all, plans called for 16 armies in the first wave of the attack. During June War, just 7 were enough to cause several operational crises. 3rd Combined Arms, 8th Guards and 1st Guards tank armies were united under the wartime 2nd Western Front Command. Several reliable units from the East German 3rd Army were used too. 8th GA bled against the US 5th Corps with little hopes of meaningful success, just enough pressure to keep the US forces in place. 3rd CAA and 1st GTA took their turns at mauling British, Belgian and 3rd German Corps. Focusing on the Belgian area, of course. Nothing complicated. The real genius was mobilizing fast, striking hard and keeping at it despite the critical problems with the logistics. And with that, it is time to choose another event. We have already made a lot of progress, so I'm going to choose Blitz because it gives us more deployment points. This maybe is going to be enough to finish this phase today so that we do not have to use the weather warning card, which would make our units slower and reduce our line of sight. But with that, it is time to go to battle. Now, before we continue with the battle, let's have a quick look over the field. From our deployment zones outward, we have stretched out quite a bit. Our allied forces were able to capture these 2 zones and are now fighting over here over Isim and Kama so that they can get to objective Lena. But I doubt that they are going to be successful over there. On our side, we have captured Tobol, Amur, Oka, Neman, Mista. Well, that was technically also captured by our allies, and Dnieper. And we now focus our attention over here to get behind the enemy lines, get at Ural from the rear, and cap there too as soon as we have taken out Picora. For that, we are going to need some more forces. Luckily, we are able to deploy them down here. We do not have this many deployment points, and unfortunately, we absolutely need to call in our HQ unit and our supplies. But then we can also call up one of our new T-80s. And now it is time to push up. We are going to use some forces to establish a line at Mister and to push forward. We are also going to push forward from Dapper, and over here 3 of our tanks are going to circle around to get out Ural, because Ural is going to be able to shoot all of these objectives. And I would like to keep our soldiers alive. I'm very good at taking unnecessary losses. And I think it would be nice to avoid some of them. Let's make sure that our Tungustas can do what they are doing best. Let's get these guys deployed. Tanks are getting ready. Supply HQ unit also needs to get down. Supply can stay over here, I guess. These boys get over here and then into the Picora line. These guys get dismounted and push in. Over here it seems we have made it behind the enemy lines, uncontested. Let's keep them pushing. We cannot see what the enemy has. And now we are getting under attack. Our guys are able to fire. These tanks are not. Let's push up. We are on the flank of the enemy. This should help a fair deal. Let's get all of our guys up. Let's get the HQ up. Let's get the supplies down. And over here, let's get these boys prepared to push in as well. And let's hope that the enemy is not going to bury us in counterattack after counterattack after counterattack, because I doubt we can hold on against too much pressure, especially since we are quite spread out. We have something over there. I do not know what it is. Alright, it is infantry. It is entrenched. We can get into its rear. We should also be able to flank it from here. Wonderful. We see more stuff. We are shelling absolutely everything. These tanks appear to got hit. Or maybe they were already quite damaged. Let's keep the push going. And over here, unfortunately, we do not see anything, and I do not have any points to give quick help. But maybe we also do not need to. We have some infantry over here, we have some stuff over here. It seems to be infantry. They also seem to be entrenched. We should be able to quickly deal with that. Let's get these boys moving. Move, 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 move. Scouts, move up. We need to find out what is at dawn. We need to get our mortars close by. And we also need to get our tanks up. We have dealt with the first group of enemy defenders. Let's get these tanks up here. And maybe we can get one of the toughest points of the enemy resistance out before the enemy can actually really react. That would be something that I would like to see. Scouts cannot see much, unfortunately. Let's still push forward. We need to push up. And enemy aircraft is coming in. We are able to shoot them down, hopefully. Yes, it looks like we were able to destroy them before they delivered their payload. Enemy infantry is in there. They begin to suppress some of our tanks. But we are pushing up regardless. Wonderful. These boys get loaded up for the moment. I want these guys to move down here. That is, well, that is a gamble. But maybe it is going to help. We have scouts elements over there that we were able to outflank. We are in the progress of taking out Ural. Or well, we should be. I cannot see any more enemies. Wonderful. We have some more defenders over here. But other than that, it looks like we completely overran the enemy lines. These guys need to get mounted up. These boys also push up, push up, push up, push up. We need to be quick, and we need to make sure that we do not leave anyone behind. Because if I forget a unit over here, this is going to be certain death. Now, I am willing to waste some cluster ammunition on the defenders that must be over there. And then we push down into the rear of Lena. These boys I already ordered through. I hope we have dealt with enemy defenders by the point we reach that ground. Yeah, it looks like we were able to deliver our payload. Whatever the enemy has should be overwhelmed. These boys need to get out. We have lost the zone. Where have we lost the load? In our rear, we are taking some pressure. Let's quickly get someone in there before we take unnecessary risks. Down here we have to deal with a couple scouts that are still in the area. Let's get these guys to keep up. Mount up again, boys. Wonderful. More tanks over there, please. We have the enemy on our side. Let's get these guys into reverse. Oh yeah, these tanks, these T-80s need to get out. This is a problem. I want more of our T-60s to get over. These guys also need to get out. Enemy counterattack is a massive problem. Let's get these guys into defensive ground. These guys need to move back. Supplies, well, stay for the moment.
Zone captured.
We soon have the artillery barrage. We have more tanks. And it looks like we have cut off the remaining enemy forces. Maybe fire support from these infantries are going to be enough to allow us to do a whole lot of damage. These tanks are getting damaged. Let's get them out. And let's order some artillery on that round.
Zone captured.
With some luck, we are able to establish our dominance with the help of our HQ unit. Over here we are doing quite well. And if we're able to take out Karma and recapture Napa, we already have achieved total victory in this phase. So obviously this is my main priority. Enemies move forward. And keep shelling those infantry that are pulling up. The enemy starts with a massive counterattack. Can we take out the enemy before the enemy can get all of their reinforcements in? That is the big question and the big gamble that we currently have to do. Let's get our scouts and these guys to get rearmed. Boys, dismount, push in. Over here we have almost reached our target. I want these tanks to turn, because we have nothing over here that can hold off an enemy counterattack. And now we have to pray and back. Everyone,
Zone
get onto
captured.
defensive ground. We have taken the first thing. We are now moving over here. Is it going to be enough? Let's get these tanks forward. We just need to occupy the enemy. Do we still have our scouts? Yes, there they are. Let's also get them forward. Because they need to get Svir to block our victory. But looks like it might be enough.
Captured. Total domination achieved.
Yes! It was enough. And with that, we were able to finish off this operation in the second phase. We have only suffered 14 dead in this phase and 39 wounded. We have also 3 men missing, meaning that we have total casualties of 56 soldiers. We have also lost 8 vehicles. On the enemy side, they had 87 men killed, 258 men wounded and 16 men missing, meaning that they have total casualties of 361 soldiers. They have also lost 49 vehicles and 2 aircraft. And as you can see, we were able to engage a lot of enemy forces and really annihilate a large amount of enemy forces. Our allied units, of course, also did a whole lot of the work. And as it looks like, we have only lost 1 or 2 of our platoons. And with that, we have achieved total victory in Operation Iron Tide. The ferocious fighting left the area covered in thousands of tons of wrecked iron, but we were more persistent. Division can push through onwards. In total, this operation cost us 66 men, 183 wounded and 16 missing, meaning we have overall 265 casualties and we have lost 30 vehicles. On the enemy side, they have over 220 men killed, 616 men wounded and 34 men missing, meaning they have over 870 casualties. They've also lost over 120 vehicles and 3 aircraft. And if you want to take a look at the individual units, please feel free to stop the video at any moment. And I think this is a good point to end today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I thank you all for watching. And until we meet again, I wish you all a great time.